Good morning, campers, and welcome back to the Daily Meat. It is Monday, the 16th of March, 2026, and today we're gonna get that bolt removed from one of my rear tyres on the Meat Wagon. I've got a big dirty bolt sticking in the back of the tyre, so we're gonna nip down to bush tyres, hopefully get a puncture repair done, get that sorted out, so we can hit the road again. And then once we, fingers crossed, hopefully get that sorted out, we can drive off somewhere, go for a little drive in the Meat Wagon, so you can tag along if you like, and then maybe find somewhere to stop to have a bit of munch, have a bit of lunch on the road. But yeah, I was just trying out a new camera angle, mirroring the face of the Meat Manifesto in the living quarters of the Manifesto homestead. But anyway, enough of that malarkey. Let's get moving and hit the road. Well, this is the wheel in question. Decent tyre, Kumu, loads of tread, and then there's the dirty bolt right there. Big old piece of metal, still holding air, but yeah, needs sorting out. Right, campers, let's hook a right for a bit of morning bush action. There's quite a few cars down here. The bush mobile to my left. Alright, see if they can squeeze us in this morning. If not, I could take the wheel off, put a spare on and bring it down and leave it with them, but let's see what they say. Well, they are mega busy this morning and they wanted me to leave the van. I'm like, I really could do with the van today, so I'm going to go back home, whip a spare on, and I'll drop the wheel off down there and leave it with them. You have to get the ends dirty. Right, we've got the tools. I've luckily got another spare wheel, so I don't have to mess around getting the spare wheel from the underside of the van. Right, and I can actually hear it's starting to hiss. It's losing air. So, yeah, we need to get that off. Pretty sharpish. Clearly, where that's been sitting, the battery's depleted. Put it on charge, so it'll be charged up for when we have to do this again. But between now and then, a bit of manual labour. It's all good, good exercise. Brilliant for my back. Well, that's the wheel off. And there she is in all her glory, a little 10mm bolt hissing away. So what are these? These are different size to the spare. I'll do for now. Nobody will know. Be our little internet secret. What are they? 215 7015, and these are 205 65 15. Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Only driving on it for a little while. Yeah, when I got a new set of tyres last year, I went for a bit of a meatier set. When we got a bit of off-road driving in the old Meat Wagon. Job's a good one. Alright, let's hook them up. Yeah. And the final piece. That'll do. Let's go and get a second helping of bush action this morning. looking a little small in there. Very little. Right, let's get moving again. So when you've got severe arthritis in your neck, in your back, and all your joints, that ain't no fun. That's no fun at all. Especially with this it's cold weather. It gets right into your bones. Whew. Here we go again. Take 2. Oh, and if anybody's after a little T4 camper, that blue one there, it's a 2 litre petrol. He wants 3.5 grand for it on the J plate. And it's had loads of work done. It is what a sweet little rig. But it's not diesel, so no good for the meat. Put the wheel off, so pop back later on this afternoon. I need to head to a supermarket to get some food for dinner tonight, and may as well have some lunch while we're there. Sounds like a plan. And actually, while we're out and about, I need to order an exhaust. So when I go back later on, I'm going to book the van in. So we'll see how much a new back box, a new muffler is for the old Meat Wagon. I'm thinking about 75 quid, but who knows in this day and age. And it'll be monkey metal. The one on there is the original from when it was brand new, so that's lasted nearly 24 years. Das ist sehr gut, ja. But I ain't paying VW prices. Although now we're driving along with that spare wheel on, we've got no clicky sound. It's nice and smooth. We just got the knock of the rear shock absorber. There we go, there. So it's not in stereo today, that's nice. Just my left eardrum is having to listen to the failing rear left shock absorber. Right, so we are in Fleet Road Industrial Estate, which is going into total gridlock because I need to go left. Yeah, you're welcome, mate. Cheers. Some people just rude, just rude. I've got a marine fish shop there. But we need, there we go. We need exhaust unlimited in the corner. And if you didn't know, it's East Anglia's leading motor factor. Wow. Right, let's see what the damage is going to be.
Come on, mate.
I need a price on my back box, please. Oh, indeed.
What's your reg?
Sierra Juliet 52.
Yeah.
Oscar Foxtrot Hotel.
Transporter.
That's the one.
They're pretty handy.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
next day's over. 112.
Ooh. Ooh. So they make that cheaper? Or?
That's just cost price.
Oh, is it?
It's cheap if you can get that.
I'm going to need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Do you pay for it now or when you collect it?
I'll do it when I collect, that's alright.
Stop.
Yeah.
I'll get the order for you.
112 quid. Wowchie. Right, I'm gonna try a couple other places, and if we need it from here, get it next day. Well, I just did a little search online, and that seems to be the going rate for a back box on a 2.5 T4. It's just around the corner. I ain't got to mess around with delivery, and I can get it in the morning. So 112 quid. That'll have to do, unfortunately. And we're saying that I've got 2 rear shock absorbers. I got them on eBay for about 52 quid for the pair, which ain't too bad. Then we'll have a bit of labour on top of that. But then, within the last year, I've had a whole new exhaust system, apart from the manifold. And pretty much all new shock absorbers and suspension and brake parts. So yeah, we should be good. I've got the MOT in May, so yeah, gotta do it. It's gotta be done. Well, I was going to go in Audi, but the car park is horrendously busy, so I'm actually gonna nip to Morrison's. I like Morrison's now. I like it. Some good food there. Remember back in the day I used to shop in Audi and Morrison's. It used to always be empty. It's what I used to like about them. But now everybody seems to have jumped on the bandwagon. Right. Anyway, let's go for a little drive of a sweet new tyre. So this is Holbeach High Street. We moved to Holbeach in 2017. It used to be a very nice high street. It had loads of banks, loads of different shops, had a bakery, and now it's just it's just charity shops, kebab places, and vape shops and bookies. The usual British high street nowadays. And a fair few closed down units as well. There used to be a WH Smith just there. That's gone. That's gone. That ain't there anymore. And just next to that there's a vape shop that got closed down last year. It kept getting closed down, opening up, closed down, opening it up, and now it's just derelict. But if you want a kebab or a haircut, it's good. And there's a jewellers that got robbed, and that's now closed down. And a pet shop that's now closed down. There's another vape shop. To my right, 162.9. To my left, 165.9. Diesel wars are still ongoing. We drove past them petrol stations over the weekend, and although one is far cheaper than the other, there was both full. There was both full of customers willing to pay more one side than the other side. Pretty strange. Pretty strange. At least the prices seem to have steadied off a little bit at the minute. I know it's extremely high, but there hasn't been any major rises over the last few days, over the weekend. Anyway, a bit of positivity. We've got daffodils popping up everywhere. We got cherry blossom trees blossoming. And last weekend was officially the last weekend of winter. Friday is spring solstice, and so the coming weekend will be officially in spring. And then the weekend after that, the clocks change, so we'll have some longer, sunnier evenings. Great for camping, beautiful for camping. The beautiful site of Spalding Power Station. Lovely jubbly. We're in an industrial estate on the outskirts of Spalding, heading to Morrison's. We've got the VW garage to the left there. I was having a look at the prices for an exhaust from VW Heritage, so it'd have to be imported from Germany plus shipping, and it was around £125 for a genuine VW exhaust, but God knows how long it'll take to be delivered, and however much the shipping would be on top of that. So yeah, an EU £112 special will do me. Here's the Golden Shower car wash doing today. Cleaning a Mini and a Freelander. Oh yep, and there's nobody in our little corner pitch. Lovely jubbly. Oh yeah, we're parked up with a bit of bush action to our left. Not very busy today. Not very busy. I actually think I'm gonna have a cup of tea today. I'm gonna have a cup of tea. Yeah, we'll nip into Morrison's and then we'll jump in the back of the meat wagon, have a bit of food, because we've done work today. We've done manual labour, so we need a hearty lunch and a nice cup of builder's tea. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Right next to a bit of bush. Nice. Oh, the wheel's still holding out. Actually, looks like it do have a bit of air in it. Looking very small in the back there. Oh look, sweet T4 alert. Liking the colour of that. It's got colour-coded wheels as well. Nice. 888 special. Yeah, mate, can I have your exhaust? Oh, that's clean. That's pretty darn clean. I like the colour-coded wheels. What is it? Look at the golden shower hand wash. It's still got their offer on. 4 washes and you get a free hand job. Bargain. Well, campers, we're in the back of the meat wagon and I've decided to go for a bit of al fresco dining today. Well, we've got the door open anyway, as we're at the back end of winter now. Spring's around the corner. Let's get a bit of air in. So we've got a bit of lunch. I went for a steak and Stilton pasty. I ain't gonna lie, I had one of these yesterday and there was £2.15 for one. Today, somebody's messed up, they've put 2 in them. So yeah, we may as well have a little meat fix, a little pie fix. After the success of the steak and ale pie last week, yeah, we're gonna carb it up again. A lot of carbs, got to bulk up. We got a Yorkshire tea. We're gonna have a tea, and then for some reason this appeared in my basket. It fell in. A raspberry ripple cake slice for £1. I don't know. It just appeared. Clearly, it took a bit of a hit. It's a bit fallen off, so we're gonna have to try that, I suppose. Anyway, after a strenuous morning, we better brew up a nice strong cup of tea. So there you go, campers. We've got a piping hot caffeinated beverage, a nice builder's tea. We've got the Daddy's brown sauce just in the background there, just looming. So the pie's been exposed, the meat has been exposed. So we got a bit of the Daddy's brown sauce. So we'll try a bit without it, and then we'll have a little dunk and get some more flavours of the beefy goodness, the beefy Stilton goodness. Yeah, so steak and Stilton pie. Look at that pie. It's nice. Very nice, right? Oh. Just straight away you're hit with a strong flavour of the Stilton cheese. And then you get the meatiness of the steak. And there's a nice bit of veg in there. Nice bit of veg. Very nice pie. Very soft pastry as well. Do like these. Do like a bit of pie. Right, let's have a bit of that brown sauce just to bring out them steaky notes. Oh, campers. The brown sauce really brings out the Stilton undertones. Yeah, it's very nice, very nice. Right, anyway, I'm gonna carry on chowing down on my steak and Stilton pie. And yeah, we'll have to investigate that cake after. Anyway, cheers. So the steak and Stilton pasty has been consumed. I've still got another one I'm going to take home, put in the fridge. And we're going to try a bit of this raspberry ripple cake, that cake slice that appeared in my basket. I don't know. We'll just have a little bit. I ain't going to eat all this today. Well, not right now, but that's when I get home. Let's give this a whirl, campers. Oh, that's very nice. Very raspberry ripply. Let me get another slice. I ain't quite convinced with that first one. Oh wow. Wow, that icing and raspberry ripple goo is very nice. Very nice. The sponge is very moist in my mouth. Oh wow, that's really good. Let's have a little bit more. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll have to have another bit. Get some of that raspberry ripple goodness. There's actually real bits of raspberry in there. Let's try just a little bit more. Just over. Yeah, it's got a nice zesty, tangy raspberry flavour. I've got a bit of the icing in there as well. Is that about that? And like white chocolate on it. That's very good. Try a little bit more. Not quite sure yet. Let's try a bit more. A bit more. Cheers, campers. Oh, that. A little bit more. That sponge. I'm not quite sure the sponge yet. Oh yeah, it's moist. Oh, that's good. Just a little bit more with the icing on. Just a little bit. Just a little sliver. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so we've still got a little bit left. Maybe we should just even that out there. Just that little bit. And there. That's it. That's it. We're good. We'll try that little bit, and that'll be it. But that's a very nice cake. Very nice slice of raspberry ripple. Yeah, good health, campers. Well, we've got a little bit saved for later, and we got another pie. I'm gonna have a little sip of my Yorkshire tea. Well, that was a fun little pit stop, campers, in Morrison's car park. A spot of lunch. Just finishing off my cup of tea, and then I'm gonna head back to the homestead. I need to go and get Bruno and take him for a walk today. He needs his daily stroll to deplete his puppy energy. Yeah, cheers, campers. Piping hot. It's piping hot. Bruno is in the house, ready for an afternoon stroll. Yeah, right, boy. Yeah, check out my neighbour's caravan. What the heck? There's one part of it, and there's the other part. Yeah, it's quite the anal carnage. Well, it's a little bit windy out here, isn't it, pup? A little bit windy. I ain't got my squeaky boots on today. I got my sneakers on. Probably not the best choice of footwear for the muddy terrain we're about to walk on. Check out this little gate. It's nearly one Mrs. Meat tall. There's probably about three quarters of a Mrs. Meat tall. It's like we got the whole place to ourselves today. There's a little dog run up here that I've heard about. Do a little investigation. Renee might enjoy it. I'd enjoy it. There it is. A fresh day today, 11 degrees C, and quite windy. Alright, we've got a gate here. Let's have a look. It's this dog run area. Remove dog fouling. Owners are responsible for the behaviour of their dogs. All dogs outside this area must be kept on the lead. Check, we've got a lead on. That's it, a little run. Little run area, puppy. I think we just keep on the lead anyway. We want to flex. He's still learning. He's a puppy. Oh, so Bruno's making the most of the run. Designated dogging area. It's just a passage full of mud and some old concrete base. But it's exciting, isn't it, puppy? A little sniff in the southern Lincolnshire wilderness. Got a cemetery next to us. Very muddy though. Bit of a muddy little passage, isn't it, puppy? Well, he's not running. I see he's having more of a gentle stroll and a bit of a sniff, having a good old snifferoonie. Look at that, having a little nibble on a bit of wood, chewing on a bit of wood in a designated dogging area. So this is the vastness. There's the gate where we come in, and we pan around, and there's another gate to get out. We're not exactly going to be bringing any greyhounds down here, so they're a bit running, are you? Anyway, moving on, nothing to see here. Well, I don't think Bruno was too impressed with that, were you, boy? So now we're back in the main park. Long Sutton Parish Council, no alcohol, dogs on leads at all times, do not park on the grass, park in designated areas. So essentially bringing the Meat Wagon down there with Bruno off the lead, drinking a cheeky juice, not allowed. Not allowed. Let's check out the progress of the daffodils in the park. Looking blooming marvellous. Actually, looks like somebody's been messing around in there. Some of these daffodils are looking a little squished. But there is quite a impressive quantity of daffodils just in this little corner of the park. Let's keep moving on. Let's keep moving on. Get them little paw steps in today. Let's get your daily steps in. There's a lot of people who don't pick up the poos after the dog's defecated on the floor. Anyway, check out that relic. Wow. I ain't seen anything like that since the 80s. When I lived in Milton Keynes, there used to be a similar ride down Bletchley, one of the parks down there. Hey, you can't go in there, puppy, remember? Not allowed. Doggies, not allowed. Okay, let's keep moving. You know, there's this little structure here, a little display as you come into the park. Just off the road there. That's supposed to be whale bones. Clearly not real bones, but very strange. Or was it a portal? A portal into another park in another dimension. So many questions. Check out this funky carving of an owl from an old dead tree. Cinders 2024 by Mick Burns. Quite impressive, bit of work. Look at that. That's a good use of an old tree. Got a bit of mushroom activity on there. So I was making a video last week, walking Bruno in this very section of the park, and one of you guys commented that 2 minutes into the video he was presented with a thick cylinder piece of wood penetrating the bush, and that's quite the fine observation. Yeah, I didn't even notice that myself. Yeah, look at that. That's right in there, isn't it? Rammed right in there. Yeah, good spot. The stem is right on the path, and the tip is wedged deep in that hedgerow there. It's quite a girthy piece of wood. It's mildly impressive. Bruno wants to keep going. Let's keep going. Come on, puppy. He's not an happy boy today. He's not happy. To be fair, I can't blame him. It is quite depressing when the sun is hidden behind the thick cloud. Lack of vitamin D today. Just a hazy glow in the sky, just behind the foliage. Hey, soon be spring, soon be spring. A few more days and we're out of winter. Well, that's walkies complete. Bit of fresh air. Okay, we picked up the wheel and it's got a fresh butt plug in there. He said if it had went in that bit or that bit, it wouldn't need a repair. But because it went in the shallow part, it just about pierced the tyre. So I need to fit that now. And I've also got the van booked in for Thursday morning to have the rear shocks and exhaust done, and it's going to fit a used new set of springs, new to me, so we have a more even stance on the back of the Meat Wagon. So I don't think you need to see me sweating fitting another wheel, and I'll end this one here. So that'll do it for today. Hope you enjoyed a little portion of Daily Meat, the Daily Meat 22nd episode. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Stay meaty.